Hey YouTube, today we figure out if we can actually beat Pokemon Sweet version with only vanilla types. So that's what we're going to do. We skip through the first two battles with Brownisaur because we're not going to be keeping Brownisaur on the team because he's not a vanilla type. I do lose through to the first two battles. But next up, we finally catch Muffin the Meowfin, our first official team member, and we beat our third rival, pretty easily using only Scratch. Um, he has a Pupsichu, and Pupsichu is pretty frail. Next up we catch a Minchart naming him Mint, and Candino naming him Candy. And Candino is not going to be too great, but we're going to keep him anyways because he's a double type. And we named Cream Puff Cream, and we named Pupsichu Popsicle. And we have an almost full team. So first of all we have to battle the evil Team Rocket boss. He wants to steal some candy, some red candies in the Pewter City, and we have to defeat him before we can actually battle the gym leader. So this is going to be a pretty easy battle. I had to level up to level 12 because he does have a Meowfin at level 15 for some reason, which is really annoying because the level up jump is really bad here. Candy goes down, but I go into Popsicle, 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 and I just spam Orange Shock and Pound until cows come home and I can actually defeat him eventually. And then we have to battle our rival again, rival Sony, and he has a Rattata and Cream Puff. We just spam Orange Shock and Pound on them. Nothing too bad yet. His Pokemon are level 10. And then he has a Pupsichu. Pupsichu is pretty easy to take down because it's still pretty frail. And we're a little bit over leveled compared to him because the previous boss had level 15. And we put Krimpaf to sleep and then we spam Orange Shock and Pound until we eventually take that down as well. Pupsichu levels up to level 13 and it learns Quick Attack, so that's going to be really useful. Next up is Leader Brock. He has Apple types, I wanna say. And he takes down Candy before he can do anything, which is really annoying. So we go into Pupsichu. I don't think that either of our Pokemon are actually super effective against his, so we just spam random moves until we eventually win, pretty much. We are a little bit underleveled compared to him because he does have a Candix at level 18, which is really high for the first gym. And Popsicle goes down here, and we go for Bite and Pound on Candix. We need to take that down before anything else because that thing is really dangerous. I can deal with the rest of the team pretty easily, but I need to take that down before it can do a lot of damage to me. Once that is down, I can beat the rest of his team, or beat his Gumball really easily. We do go for Sing here, we put it to sleep before it can actually do any damage to me, and hopefully it stays asleep for a while, so we just go for Late and Pound here until we eventually take it down before it wakes up. So that was a pretty easy battle. Cream actually evolved after that, and Mint also evolved, and so did Muffin because Muffin evolves earlier in this game. So that was really good. I do decide to box Muffin later on. Next up we battle our rival again, or one of our rivals. We have three rivals in this game. So once we battle him, we're probably going to battle the other two right afterwards. We do spam paydays so we can actually get a little bit more money. And because nothing can really hurt us, so this team was pretty easy to take down. Next up we catch Scherzel, and we named him Sherbert. So that's going on our team. I know that we have two orange and normal types, but he's going to be pretty good and pretty useful, so we're going to keep him on the team. Like I said, we do have another rival battle right after that, so his team was a little bit, her team was actually a little bit harder to take down because she does have a Stromillion, and that thing is a little bit more annoying than War Turtle. I forgot what that thing is called. And she does have Area Cake. Area Cake is actually surprisingly good in this game. If you don't have the right types to take it down. But we do have Rollout here, and it does eventually take it down. And we learn Multi-Slap. And we forget Pound because Multi-Slap is just better. I have no idea why they changed that name, but they didn't change Rollout or Pound, but okay. Next up is another Gym Leader battle. And she does have a Icicle and I don't. Which is really annoying. I hope that they can eventually get that. Because a Pupsichu is just really bad when it comes to defenses, like a normal Pikachu is. Muffin gets paralyzed there, and so does Scream. I just spam Payday and roll out until I eventually... Muffin goes down, sadly. So I just go for tackle and roll out. I get paralyzed as well, which is really annoying. But at least Bertzel is also paralyzed. So that's really good. Cream nearly goes down there, but he does manage to get another rollout in. Shortzel is actually paralyzed, and so is Cream. I go for Flurry Blitz on Shortzel, and Cream goes down. So I have to get a Sherbert out, and he goes down, but eventually Mint manages to defeat the entire team, or the rest of the team, on his own. Or on her own, because she's actually a girl. I do get paralyzed, but I don't get taken down. I nearly get taken down, but I managed to outspeed Sherbert and do that, and actually defeat him. Next up, we catch a Turtwig, and we evolved him right after that. We name him Tort, and we evolve him right after that, and we get a Sherbert evolve too. Next up is another gym leader, which is going to be a banana type. And we can't really deal with this too easily. Pupsichu goes down again. What else is new because it's so weak. And we just use Glare and Payday because I want to keep the entire team paralyzed if I can. Muffin gets paralyzed too, which is really annoying. They do have lemon types as well. I have no idea what's good against those, but Orange Shock does a lot of damage to banana types, I believe. But Sherbert goes down as well, which is really annoying. So Tort comes out there, and I go for... I actually switch him out, and I go for Cream here. And I go for Multi-Slap on Banana Bus, taking it down. And then I go for Payday on the Lamb Trap as soon as it comes out. I keep spamming Payday because it actually does a lot of damage and it gives me some money after the battle, so that's really good. That's really useful. Muffin eventually goes down and Tort comes back out. We go for Scratch and Multi-Slap. We go for All Out. And Pursuit because I have no idea what actually does a lot of damage against Monena, and we actually defeat them. Next up is another rival battle again. He does have a Cupcat and a Ricicle. And I do eventually take down a Cupcat and Ricicle, or Raticat really fast. Raticake really fast, and then we take down Ricicle as well. We finally get our own Pubsiture to evolve, and we have another two rival battles back to back, and they both leveled up, and my team is nearly dead, so that's really bad. So I'm not sure if I can actually make it here or not, but we do have Tort and Cream, the only two team members still alive, which is amazing. And we nearly take down Pastos here. We managed to do just that. We put Burzo to sleep. He does have Banperior here. I go for Sing on Banperior as well. And then I just start spamming Bite and roll out. My Tort gets paralyzed there. And Cream does take a little bit of damage, but at least he actually levels up and learns Body Slam. He does have Country as well. I keep going for all out. We are thrown into another rival battle right after that and we lose it, so we have to go back, heal up, and do it again, and we eventually defeat her. She does have Charizard now, which is her strongest Pokemon, and we have to take that down really fast. Cream and Popsicle are nearly dead. Nearly dead here. Gummering goes down to one Orange Shock. Bizarre gets paralyzed by Body Slam. And Ricicle takes a lot of damage from Body Slam and it eventually gets taken down, which is really good. Next up we have to battle Erika. We start off with our Muffin and Sherbert. We go for Payday and Bite and Orange Shock. We managed to paralyze Country. And we keep going for Orange Shock and Banana Shot on Country. Eventually we take it down. And Muffin actually grows to level 28, which is really good. We managed to paralyze Bizarre. And then we go ahead and paralyze Gumteak. So everybody's paralyzed. Good job. We go for Banana Shot on the Gumteak. We do a lot of damage, but Muffin sadly goes down there. I go for double kick on Gumteak. And next up, Minta Star comes out. It uses Razor Leaf, and we go for Bite and double kick on the Minta Star, doing a lot of damage, and we eventually take it down. Bizarre is up last. And we do take it down pretty easily. Next up we have to battle Admin Wilfred, which is here instead of Giovanni. And his Cupcat is not a problem, it goes down really easily. Raticake and Banperior are up next. Banperior gets paralyzed right after. It comes out with Secret Power, so that's really good. And it does eventually go down pretty easily. We use Secret Power and Gummering and Pipe Beam, and we managed to paralyze it and nearly take it down. Raticake doesn't want to get paralyzed by secret power. But then another bite takes down Gumaring, and another secret power takes down the um, takes down the what was the last thing? The previous last thing, I forgot what it was. Alrighty, we did catch a Snorlax named S'more and we added him to the team. I believe that we replaced Muffin with that. Um, so yeah, next up is another gym leader, which is a Blueberry type. And I don't think that we have anything super effective against them, so we have to go with Secret Power, paralyzing everything, and then we can eventually take them down slowly but surely, like we do with every gym leader in this game. Also, Mr. Mime is just a recolor, and I don't like that. I do. It's probably one of my least favorite sprites in this game. We learn Flamethrower too, so that's really good. That's a really good move to have. We go for Secret Power on Raticake, and we do take down the Mr. Mime with another Secret Power. Next up is Frubat. We go for a Flamethrower on it, and it nearly takes me down, but we managed to do a lot of damage to that. And we eventually take it down really easily. We defeated another gym leader, and our Tord finally evolved into Turtledinch. We start the next gym with Secret Power and Body Slam. Or not gym, it's the next rival fight. I keep forgetting that there are a ton of rival fights in this game because we have 3 rivals, like I said. We do have 3 flavor, and that's really good because it can burn or freeze or paralyze the opponent, but I don't think that we get any of that in this game or in this battle because Candy goes down pretty easily. We go for Flamethrower and Orange Bolt. We go for Secret Power on Samurkon, and we take that down pretty easily. Or on Tricycle actually, and we do that a lot of damage to that, so we can actually eventually take them down without taking any more damage. And that's really easy. Next up we have to battle Wilfred again. We go for Secret Power and 3 flavor, and we take down Vampirior without any problems. We don't want to learn Block. He does have Flangus now. And we go for Secret Power and 3 flavor there, taking it down pretty easily. Next up is Tortorinch again. And we go for 3 power and Secret Power. Or 3 flavor and Secret Power. We do manage to burn Kangaskhan Cake. And we go for another Secret Power and we go for Brick Break, taking down Tortorinch. And Kangaskhan Cake goes down to burn. Next up is another gym leader, which is a Raspberry type. It's a new gym leader too, so it's not one of the existing ones, which is really refreshing to see. She does have Penfisk. Penfisk goes down pretty easily. Next up is Lollyback. We go for Body Slam on that. We don't manage to paralyze it, and we're out of Body Slams, which is amazing. But we do eventually take that down with Orange Bolt. And last but not least is Grapey Palm. Or they are not Raspberry types, they are grape types. And next up is another gym leader. And we have Lip Sync Skid, which looks terrifying with that color sprite. We do have a small side plot here with parrots, but I decided not to record those because they were pretty easy to take down. And the leader of the parrots is the last, or the second to last gym leader, which is really refreshing to see. It's different and unique, but I'm not sure what the parrots have to do with sweets. But his team is pretty easy to take down compared to the rest of the gym leaders. S'more and Popsicle go down, but we do eventually take down the rest of the team pretty easily. He has Sleep Rise, but it's not evolved for some reason. I have no idea why is that. He does have Cookie Toon too. I like the nickname a lot, or the name a lot, but it's super weak and it goes down pretty easily like the rest of his team. The last gym leader is Wilfred, like Giovanni is usually. So we do take down his Mintred really easily. Next up is Cupcake that gets paralyzed and nearly taken down. So we managed to paralyze Grimtuff as well. Licky Licky goes down. Swellpeep comes out. And we go for Secret Power on that. S'more gets Whirlwinded out. And we do take down that Swellpeep. Next up is Egglove. And we managed to take that down with Brick Break. And last but not least is still Grimtuff that is still there, being paralyzed and barely doing any damage to me. It does have Hyper Voice now, but it does eventually go down. And I don't want to learn Flurry Blitz. Next up is another rival battle against Mark. So I'm assuming that Kataya is right after him. Because she's always right after him. We do take down Vampirior pretty easily. Snorlax comes out, but it goes down pretty easily too. Crimson comes out again, and we go for a bite on that, and we take it down. Next up is a Molpie that goes down before it can do anything. Next up is Pumpkinhead, and it goes down pretty easily too. And last but not least is Ice Sunday, which goes down in a couple of attacks as well. Next up is Kataya, like I said, because I expected her to come out after him. Because when it's Mark, there's always Kataya right after him. But her team is not that bad either. She starts with Ricicle and Bananibus. Next up she has Abyssor. And I keep thinking about the regular types, so I keep going for the moves that are not really effective. And I think that they should be effective, but they are not. But we do eventually take down Visor. Next up is Gamaring. Gamaring is pretty easy to take down, usually. And it goes down pretty easily. Next up is Empush. Empush is really annoying and really hard to take down. And it's also level 60 compared to the rest of her team that is like level 50. And we don't get a chance to breathe in between the battles, so that's really annoying. I hate battles right out one after another. And I'm running out of moves here, so that's really annoying too. But we do eventually take down Empush slowly but surely. Or it does take itself down because it uses a double edge. Next up she has a Liganium, which looks really weird. I'm not sure if I like that sprite or not. And we take it down pretty easily. And we take down the Bananibus. Next up we go through the Elite Four. First off is Lance. For some reason he starts with Summer Cone and Creamy Scent. And then he has a Bananibus. And he has a Perfilor. I have no idea which one that one is supposed to be. But it's pretty annoying and it takes a while to take down. Next up is Bonperior. Bonperior is easy like always. Crimson goes down there. And last but not least, he has Drop Banana. Popsicle goes down, but it does manage to paralyze the Bonperior before it goes down, so that's really good. Sherbert goes down there, and then we go into Tort. We take down Bonperior pretty easily. And we go down here. Next up is the next Elite Four member. And we start off with our Popsicle and Sherbert against Charizard and Ricicle. They do have mixed team right now, which is really good. We go for Secret Power on Goman. And Ricicle goes down. We go for Secret Power and Bite and Goman, and we take that down. Ice Sunday is up next. We go for Bite and Secret Power on that. Sherbert goes down there. So we go for Cream, and we take down the next two Pokemon really easily. And last but not least is his own Torterra, so that's really good. I don't remember this guy's name though. I'm really sorry about that. Oh, it was Sarah. Next up is the next Elite Four member, and she starts with Velvivore and Monena. We take down Velvivore pretty easily. So she goes to Choco Rose. That gets paralyzed right away. And we go for Flamethrower and Fruit Punch. Whimsy comes out and Kangaskhan Cake. Whimsy could be really dangerous, but it goes down pretty easily. Her entire team is pretty weak and easy compared to the rest of the Elite Four, so that's really good. We have the champion, or not the champion battle, the next Elite Four member. The last Elite Four member, I want to say. And we're going to start with Fujisaur and Straw Wizard, which is amazing. Next up is Cupcat. Cupcat should be pretty easy to take down because their team is pretty strong at this point. Next up is another Crimson. But it goes down pretty easily. Next up is Blastoise. That managed to get his scratch off. And last but not least is Golpai. And we take that down pretty easily. Sherbert goes down and we go into Tort. We go for Bite and Fruit Punch. But Blastoise keep spamming Protect, but we do eventually take it down. Last but not least is Champion Dark Chocoban. Yeah, not Chocosaur, Chocoban. Who starts with Sinnoh and Kangaskhan Cake. Sinnoh gets paralyzed right away. And so does Kangaskhan Cake. And we keep spamming Secret Power and Flamethrower on them. Or Secret Power and Fruit Punch on them. We go for strength and Fruit Punch, taking them down pretty easily. Next up is Chocoban. We go for Flamethrower and we manage to paralyze it. So we go for Flamethrower and Fruit Punch. And it goes for Safeguard, but that's a little bit too late for that. Secret Power takes it down really easily. Next up is Moose. We go for Orange Ball, but it barely does any damage, so we go for nothing because Sherbert gets taken down. We go for Bite and we take that down pretty easily. Next up is Snorlax, so we go for Secret Power and Orange Shock. And it gets taken down pretty easily. And last but not least is his Chocotank, or her Chocotank. We go for Secret Power, we nearly take it down, so we go for Secret Power again and we take that down pretty easily, defeating the Chocoban, Dark Chocoban. And we managed to defeat the game, but we have a few more battles we can do. First off is this Clown, who has a ton of Clown Pokemon. I really like their sprite, so that's why I chose to show this battle. I really like the way Kanga Clown looks in this game. I also like Afro Ball a lot. I'm not sure about Bear Clown. Clown Bunny looks almost creepy and I love it. And I'm not sure about Clown Legs either. But I really like Afro Ball a lot. And I wish that this was a official sprite in the games. Next up we have a Baby Daisy, which has a lot of baby Pokemon, and I had to show this one too because they are so creepy looking. Toddlesum looks really weird. I don't like those eyes at all. Machamp actually looks like he just has a diaper. Bottledore actually has two giant bottles, and I'm not sure if I like that or not. Next up is Rattlerate. That one looks kinda normal. Not gonna lie. Next up is Mortimer, and he looks creepy. I don't like that pacifier, it looks so creepy. And last but not least is a Seismitoad. And that one looks kinda normal too. He just has a diaper on. Next up is the guitarist. He has a bunch of musical Pokemon. Symbolist doesn't look that bad. Look at that, looks okay, I guess. Flutterfetched looks weird. Drum Knight looks interesting. I'm not sure if I like that one or not. It's so weird without seeing him without those antennas that he usually has. Pikachu wants to learn Raichu wants to learn Night Screen, but I'm not sure about that. I'm not going to learn that for now. Corellia is up next. And last but not least is a Pianotat that looks almost the same as the regular Chatot. So it's not that bad. I did a lot of grinding. I got everybody up to level 81 and I did get to this secret champion and I decided to beat her. She starts with Icebox and Manalime. I do beat her slowly but surely. Sherbert goes down to one hit KO move, which is really annoying. I did manage to beat her eventually because it was just a fluke. She made really bad calls. I did try a few times before and I kept losing. But I do manage to eventually take down Icebox and Mewberry comes out. And Cryonage is another legendary in this game. She does have a full team of legendaries at level 100, which is really bad. Snorlax comes out and we take down Mewberry. And red ginger comes out, which is a ginger house. Candy faints, so it's up to S'more and Cream here to take down Two Berry and Red Ginger. We go for body slam on Red Ginger, and Two Berry just decides to not attack me for some reason. Future Sight actually does a lot of damage to me and it takes down S'more. But Cream eventually manages to win, so we managed to defeat this game and beat the game with only vanilla types, which is really good.